Hello folks, thanks for watching. And here we are for another tip and secret from the book. So today I wanted to share something a little bit more serious with you guys. This clip will be about depression. That's something that I suffer from, and I've suffered from for a very long time. And I came across these interesting little tips and tricks inside this book. It's focusing around the fact that depression doesn't change who you are. You know, you are definitely the same. It doesn't change your psyche. And that to recognize those signs of depression, when you're feeling them. If you're really sad all the time and you find that you're crying a lot more than you used to, you might be suffering from some kind of depression. And there's many different kinds of depression. There's a lot of loss around that. So it could stem from job loss, it could stem from relationship loss, it could stem from self-esteem issues. Definitely something that I struggled with in the beginning was admitting it. So admitting that I had a problem and that I was suffering from something that I had no control over, it seemed. So in the beginning, it was difficult for me to admit that I might need medication. It wasn't something that I wanted to do. And to me, it was a negative. So I had to change my thinking about it and realize that, just because I am a little bit sad doesn't mean that I need to stay sad, that I can work with my doctor and get some medication. There's tons of different antidepressant drugs out there nowadays. Personally, it took me 4 years working with my doctor to find the right one. So it's definitely a little bit of a process. So please don't get discouraged if you are, sort of just starting out dealing with this situation. You're not alone in feeling like I need help and I need drugs for help, and you know it doesn't have to be for life. You can wean yourself off of these things when life gets a little bit easier for you to deal with. So definitely go and speak with your doctor if this is some feelings that you've felt. Something I found that was interesting is that many psychiatrists consider much emotional distress to be caused by genetically inherited body chemistry. So if your parents dealt with issues that were really difficult in their life, and that can actually get passed down genetically through the body chemistry. So it's important to know your history and just where your parents came from, where their parents came from, and sort of what happened in life with them, and how was that sort of dealt with. Maybe it is in your history. So depression has a lot to do with like unconscious conflict where you don't even necessarily really know that something's going on, but you just feel off all the time. So it's not a bad thing to admit. Definitely find a doctor that you can work with, and be patient with the process. There's a lot of side effects to those pharmaceutical drugs. Be careful, right? You could end up dealing with higher volumes of emotion and higher volumes of irritability. You could be dealing with acne and weight gain from some of the side effects of the drugs. So if you find that you're trying a new drug and it's about a month in your system and you're still feeling really off, go back and see your doctor and explain to him or her that there is some more issues that you're feeling, and that this medication is just not helping you and it's just not working. It's not a bad thing to admit that you need help. They do say in here to make sure that you stay around people, be active, have relationships. Doesn't have to be something serious, but just friends in your life that you can talk to, or people around you that you feel comfortable enough to open up about things that are bothering you. So try to stay active, try to stay involved, with at least a couple of people in your life, and try not to seclude yourself. Try to stay positive. If you're finding that a lot of it is your mental talk saying negative things to you, try to change that a little bit and be more understanding to your own self. We often are a little bit too hard on ourselves, and we don't realize how difficult some things in life can be to handle. So you're not alone. And I just want men out there to know as well that they suffer just as much as we do. So it's very, very important that we deal with these things, you know, as a human race rather than destroying each other. Let's build each other up and encourage each other to be positive. So that's my tips and tricks from today's book of secrets. So stay tuned for another tip on next time. See you soon.